What's up guys, it's sweetxsage here and I am so excited to talk to you today about fishing in Stardew Valley. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how I fish so well in Stardew. I'm not the best, but I am pretty darn good. So I've been getting a lot of those questions surrounding it, like, okay, why do you fish so easily, or why do you make fishing look so easy? And I think there's a couple tips that I can give everybody, and also like a visual demonstration of how I fish and how you should probably be fishing if you're on PC, because I only have Stardew Valley on PC. But yeah, so first I want to say this before we get into that. Don't worry too hard about fishing. Fishing is very frustrating in Stardew Valley. I think we all know that. But don't beat yourself up so much if you can't get certain fish. Even I get frustrated when I fish. I think a lot of people do. It's very, very normal considering how difficult it is to do. So yeah, don't stress it so much. There's a bunch of different ways that you can fish. These are just the tips that I have for me fishing. I'm not a Stardew pro. I just play a lot of Stardew. So I hope that these tips help you. And know that if it is too frustrating and it gets too much, you can easily download a fishing mod that instantly brings up any fish that you catch, so you don't even have to worry about going through that whole bar section of actually trying to catch the fish. There's also a lot of bobbers and other like bait type stuff that helps you catch the fish that you're looking for a little bit easier, that make the bar a little bit bigger to make it a lot easier for you. Okay, so I hope this helps and good luck. Okay, y'all, so I just made a new save, and this is basically going to be an introduction to what I do when I fish. This is a basic level fishing rod. It's a bamboo pole. It's what you get when you first start. My bar, like the fishing bar that'll pop up, that's going to be green. It should be very small because this is a new save, so I should be able to show you what it's like to fish and give you kind of an example of what to do. So the first one's going to be pretty easy. You don't really have to move it that much. But the way I like to describe fishing is that you are not moving the bar necessarily. Imagine that whenever you push down on your left click on your mouse, whenever you push it down or you hold it, imagine you're letting air into the bar. So I'll kind of show you what I mean. If I hold it down, there's a lot of air that goes into it. If I kind of just like press it, I'm just putting a little bit more air, just a little bit more air into the area so that the green bar can move up and down. So you're basically just going to let a little bit of air in at a time. You never want to hold down the left click for very, very long. You're just going to hold it down just for a little itty bitty bit. Just for a little itty bitty bit. So I'm going to show you again. So little bursts of movement. Just little bursts like that. So just click. And now I'm going to switch over to my other saves so that I can show you what it looks like on a different pole, and also what the bar looks like for someone who has been fishing longer, that has like a fishing profession. Okay, so here we are on my perfection farm. Oh, I already have my fishing pole. So on this farm, I am in year 2. I have level 7 fishing, so my fishing actually isn't even that high on the save. I haven't really been focusing on fishing that much, but we're gonna go down to the dock. Since my fishing is at level 7 here, and I also have a fiberglass rod with bait on it, this is regular bait, so all it really does is increases the catch rate, or sorry, not the catch rate, it increases the amount of fish that will bite your pole, basically. So not like you actually catching it, but just the amount of fish that will actually try to like attach to your pole. But I have the fiberglass rod, so I'm gonna just go ahead and throw it in. And same thing, we're just gonna pretend like we're putting air into this little area to move this upwards. So I'm going to mess it up a little bit just so I can show you what to do. But once your bar, like your green bar, is a little bit larger, like a little bit taller, you don't actually need to try to get so close to your fish or have the fish be in the middle of the green bar. Try to just get it on the ends, so if it moves, you know which direction it's going to. So once you have like a little bit of a longer bar, like try to just keep your fish at the end so that you have time to react if it moves up or down. Like don't try to keep it so much in the middle of the bar. Just gonna show maybe a couple more just to give you. Okay, so if I wanted to just keep this in the middle right here, it would be harder for me to follow it. Well, that one's really easy. I'm too good at this. I'm too good at fishing. You know what? I know what to do. We're gonna go to a harder spot. But we're gonna go ahead into the mine and go to level, I think it's 90 or it's 100. Yeah, it's 100. Yes, so we're at level 100. There is an eel that you may know of. It's a lava eel, and it's really hard to get. So we're gonna kind of go over what I just went over with you, but with the lava eel. So I'm gonna try to keep the lava eel kind of close to the edge of the green bar. I'm going to imagine that we're pumping air into the tube that moves the green bar. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. Hopefully, I think I've only caught one or two of these. I've only caught them when I've had to catch them. I'm tired, please. Okay, so if I keep it in the middle the whole time, if it goes up or down and like very quickly, I would have to move like way faster than I would if I just kept the fish at the end of the bars. So trying to keep it like closer to the edge, not necessarily on the edge, because you want to get good enough so that you can get like a perfect fish, because it actually levels up the level itself of the fish. So for example, this halibut is gold. It could level it up to being a fish with like iridium, or a fish that's gold when originally it was a silver fish. Okay, so one thing that you can do to make it a little bit easier on you fishing wise is to try out your little bobbers. See if there's one that really fits you and fits the way that you fish. I don't really like any of the bobbers. I'm gonna buy that. I don't have one. But I don't really use any of these bobbers that much. I can show you like what they each look like. This one slightly increases the size of your fishing bar, so that green bar that basically shows you if you catch a fish or not, that's what this makes bigger. So it makes it easier, of course, for you to catch a fish. This one makes it a little bit easier for you to get treasures. Like it increases the chance of it, but they also help kind of leave the fish there. So we're gonna take a peek at that, because I've actually never used the treasure hunter before. So there's that, and that's considered tackle. Then there's the trap bobber. So this one like keeps them from running away, I suppose. And then this one adds weight to your fishing bar, preventing it from bouncing along the bottom. Okay. We're gonna test out all 4 of these on the new rod that we just got. Let's do the cork bobber, and of course I'm going to put the bait on this one too. Okay, yeah, our bar is actually, it's like a little bit bigger, but it really feels like it's a lot bigger, so that works awesome. It has a little like meter on it to show you like how long you can use it for. It basically shows you like the life that the bobbers have, so you can't just use them like indefinitely, but still pretty cool. So now let's use the treasure hunter bobber and see what that does. Okay, so we don't have a treasure chest in this one. Oh wait, yes it is. Wow, okay. That's so interesting. So when I went for the when I went for the treasure chest, the bar that's on the right side, sorry, I can't talk and fish at the same time. The bar that's on the right side stopped moving. I don't know if you noticed that. What? I've never caught a pufferfish before. His head's upside down. He's so cute. I've never caught a pufferfish before. I always have to buy them. I've never caught one before. That's wild. Okay, cool. But yeah, so the for the treasure chest, I'm gonna see if I can get another one, but basically it stopped moving the bar on the right hand that tells you if you lose a fish or not. That it didn't move when I was over the treasure chest, like when I was hovering over it. Okay, so there's a treasure chest. So we're gonna go for the treasure chest. And yeah, it like stops moving on the right. That's so wild. I love that. Okay, cool, cool. So if you are really trying to get some treasure chests, it's not affecting the movement of the initial green bar, like that green bar that actually catches the fish. It doesn't affect that one at all. And I was really scared that it was going to affect that, because that's why I suck at fishing. Sometimes, like if I have a bobber or something, like special tackle or whatever that like kind of follows the fish, it's really hard for me to do it. And I can't remember which one that is that does it, but I feel like we're gonna find out. So now we have on the trap bobber, so let's see how that differs. Oh, it just keeps it in the same spot. Okay, so if I come up here on accident, let's move down here. It keeps the fish in the same spot where I left it. That's really interesting. That one would actually probably be super helpful to a lot of people. I might be able to catch some legendary fish with this one. That's actually really interesting. Okay, so let's leave that there. Yeah, and you can just come back for it. How cool is that? And that would actually help a lot with the treasure as well, because you're kind of just leaving the fish where it was, so you don't have to like go back and forth trying to catch up with it again. That's really cool. I like that. And our last one that we had in our store is the lead bobber. So we're gonna just put that in. I lied. We're gonna put that on here. And this one doesn't bounce. So usually when these bars hit the bottom, they bounce off of the bottom part. And with this one, they just sink straight down. And I think just by looking at them, you can kind of tell like how much life each of them have. It looks like the treasure hunter has less, but we were using it for a while, so I don't know if that really plays into it, because I don't remember how much or how many times we actually threw it out into the water. But you can still see the amount of time that it has left for each of these things. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that helped. If you have any extra tips that would be helpful for people in the comment section, of course, or other people that might just be watching this video, please leave it down in the comment section below. Hey honey. Please leave it down in the comment section below. We would love to hear them. And I always love seeing the differences of how people play Stardew Valley. So it'd be really cool to know what tips that you all have. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching again. I hope you have a great day. Bye.